Good morning, ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. Just driving to work in Sylvia, my 1986 Mark II Cavalier, also known as an Opel Ascona and Chevrolet Monza and various other things around Europe. But if you are a regular visitor to the channel, Sylvia will not need any introductions whatsoever, because you'll know Sylvia very well. But if you're brand new to the channel, thank you a lot. Thank you a lot. Don't know what that's supposed to say. Thanks a lot for visiting and watching this channel. If you are brand new, it's the first time you watch one of my videos, then please do have a little browse around the channel, have a look at the content that I've got on here. I've got 8 old Vauxhalls and 1 Opel. I've got 9 in total. My oldest one's 1977 and my newest one's 2009, and I've got everything in between. Most of my cars are older, pre-2000 or 2000 and back. I've only got the one newer car, which is like my daily driver, my twin top. But in this video, I'm just going to do a little bit of a project update for you on the various projects that I've got. And first of all, Orwin. If you've been watching the MOT prep videos that I've been doing recently, you'll see that I've been doing quite a lot of work on Orwin, working towards getting an MOT on him. It's actually turned into a bit of a restoration project, because as I've kept going, I've kept finding more and more bits of rust that I wasn't aware of that have needed repairing. So the little bit of MOT prep, where I knew I had a couple of little patches, has ended up becoming more of a full-on restoration, because as I say, I've just kept finding more and more bits which I've had to catch before they get any worse. So that's been on a little bit of a hold. I didn't get anything done last Sunday. It was a beautiful sunny day, but I just didn't feel very well. I felt all shivery and cold, and I don't know if almost like I got a little bit of flu, but not as bad as flu. But obviously I didn't really fancy working outside on the car, laying on the wet ground, grinding and welding and stuff in that kind of weather. Even though it was nice and sunny, the ground was wet and damp, and it was just really cold and damp on the driveway, and I just really didn't feel like spending the day doing that when I just didn't feel very well. But hopefully this Sunday, if the weather's nice like it is this morning, I'll be able to get some more of the welding done. I've got a patch inside the near side rear door area underneath the rear seat, around the seat belt mount. And obviously seat belt mount is a structural area that's required for the MOT. Plus it needs doing anyway, just even if it wasn't MOT, it needs doing anyway. And then I've got some other little patches under the car, which I'll come to in time. So stay tuned, subscribe, and notification bell, all that, and then you'll not miss any updates. In terms of Trevor, my Frontera, if you saw the videos last year of me taking him for his MOT, the plan was to MOT him last year and then get him up for sale. But I wanted to get some cosmetic work done on him first before I sold him. So there was just some paint work I wanted to sort, various little bits and bobs. I just wanted to get looking nice. I wanted to get the underneath of the car looking nice, get the chassis rails cleaned up and what have you. So I got a brand new MOT on him and then intended to put him for sale. But guess what? That's nearly a year ago. His MOT runs out on the 21st of October, and today is the 7th of October, so I need to MOT him again. So the last video I did of me driving him, I actually said it was quite sad to think that that's probably the last time I was ever going to drive him. But nearly a year on, I'm gonna have to drive him again, because I need to get him booked in for an MOT, get a fresh MOT on him, and then I can finally get him up for sale and get him sold. I'd love to keep him. I'd love to keep him. He's a 1998 2.5 long wheelbase TDS in red. And again, if you're new to the channel, go back through my videos and find the videos of me doing work on him, and you'll see him. You'll see him there in the background on some of my other videos of Orwin as well. But yeah, I can't believe how time has flown, that it's come back round to nearly a year again since I MOT'd him. It's absolutely unreal how fast that year has gone. So yeah, so there will be more driving videos in Trevor, because I'll do driving video like this when I'm driving him to the MOT and when I'm driving him back. Hopefully he'll pass. He's only done 20 miles roughly since the last MOT. I did the MOT, took him back to my house, sat him on the drive, moved him backwards and forwards up and down the drive a few times when I've been doing other cosmetic work on him, and that's it. So yeah, fresh MOT before it runs out, and then get him up for sale. And I'd love to keep him because he's only done just over 42,000 miles from new. I'm only the third keeper of the car. Vauxhall were the first owner for the first 6 months, then another guy owned him, and then I've owned him since whatever year it was. I think about 2015. About 2015 I got him. I just overtake a couple of these slow moving cars because they're doing the edit. You do it. I bet people are always like, what the hell just went past me? Was that really an old Cavalier? That's the thing with this car, you know, it might be from 1986. Just shut my window. It might be from 1986, but it does shock a lot of people. It shocks me, to be fair, how quick it is, because it's completely standard. It's just a completely standard 1.8 injection. I just had to do that for you guys so you could see how quick he is, or she is, I should say. Is that a Supra there? That yellow one? That's a new shape Supra, isn't it? Yeah, it is, yeah. It's a new shape Supra. That's nice, in yellow. Or is it a Lexus? I can't tell what the hell it is. No, it's a Lexus. Ooh, that's nice. We're an old guy driving it with a grey beard. Yeah, it's a Lexus. Well, Lexus, Toyota, you can understand why I mixed them up, can't you? That's right nice, that. Chuffing LFA in it. Bloody nice car, that. Anyway, yeah, I'm digressing. So getting back to Project Talk. So yeah, that's the next plan for Trevor, my Frontera. I'm going to get him booked in for an MOT, and then get him in for an MOT and get him sorted, and then I'll finally get him up for sale. The Nova, no progress on the Nova at all, but I am hoping, now that I've got my spot weld drilling tool, which is a tool that I've been meaning to buy for a long time, I can actually start drilling off the front panel, get the new front panel welded on, and actually start to make some progress on him. I am hoping to actually try and get some done on it over these next few months. Brad, my Cavalier Convertible, my plan was to actually get him on the road for next summer. So I think once Trevor's done and sold, and I've got my driveway empty again, it makes it a lot easier for me able to do work on Brad, because Brad's stuck in the garage. And the problem is, because Trevor's sat there on my driveway, it's a right pain in the arse. I have to start him up, which I have to put a battery on, then start him up and move him onto the road, to be able to pull Brad out onto the driveway, to be able to see him, to do anything to him properly. And this is one of the problems, you see. I've just got too many cars. I really need to, you know, slim the fleet down at least a little bit. So once Trevor's gone, I can actually have easier access to Brad, and I might actually be able to get something done on him.